journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, I've got a chart here sent to us by Rich Anderson. I don't know where he got it, but it's very interesting. It goes back 50 years. If you'll go back here to the far left of the chart, this is when the Dow Jones first went above 1,000. Remember, it hit, I think, 1,073 there in July of 1973. Here was the crash of 1974. I lost all my money right there, folks. I went from, well, lost a couple of bucks. You're not going to, the one that's most amazing to me, folks, this was the crash of 87. It was the greatest buying opportunity in a long time. What it did was it was making it 382 off of the low from August at 9th. And that's all that was a great buying opportunity. And now we've gone up, quite a bit here. And so the thing is, you can see this is the dot-com bubble where we gave so much back. And this is where we are now, folks. Folks, I'm really scared. Well, let's say, no, I'm not scared. I'm prepared. So I don't know if this thing I'm looking at is going to work, but it's got so many similarities and very few people are looking at it. Some people talk about it, but they don't put the numbers together that I tried to do, is to, count the days and, what was happening at that time, the tariffs and all that stuff back in 32. So I've been through this too many times. I don't want to go through it again here this today, but let's take a look at a couple other of these markets that we want to be looking at. I know everyone's interested in this one, so if you'll bear with me here 1 second, I want to show you, because almost no one ever it traded quite a bit actually, but what happened to it? Come on, here you are, piggies. These are the hogs, folks. My alert went off today in hogs right when I was setting down, and the hogs opened, and by golly, they opened right up here. And there is your ABCD up there at 96.85. We're still trading in that area. The high was 96.80. 96.90, so it's really done nothing left except it left this huge monster gap. And my game plan is that I'm going to stay with it with a stop above here. If we close near that, I'm not going to risk that. I'm just going to get it off and take it off, because you see it backed off a little bit, but it's come back pretty good. This is just typical stuff. So let me show you, folks. See, it opened here, you see, and then it's rallied back to here. So this is not acting very bearish. So let's get rid of that and talk about something else. Now, the gold market is sold off about $50 from the high, but let's go back to the stock market and do each one of them so everyone can see what's happening. This is the Russell. Now you see we're just a little below the 382 right now in the Russell. We went a little bit higher. That's where we are right now, is this level right here. The S&P went almost to the exact number. Where is the old stop and P? Here it is, right up here. And get this, it's backed off a little bit here since that time. There was the number in the S&P was 58.13, and the high was 58.19. So you missed by 6 points, so you really can't count that as a good hit, because that's off by 6 points on something that's moved $15,000 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Folks, October 3rd, 1929, October 11th, 1929. Be really careful if we roll over from here, folks, and get really, really nasty to the downside, because I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but everything we've been talking about has lined up pretty good. Let me just give you a refresher course on what that thing looks like, okay? Just get up here, and you'll be able to see it. Well, this is it. This is it right here from somebody else. And you'll notice all I did was take the same data, okay, and moved it up here to right to that level right here. And that was 8 days up. This was October the 3rd, This was the 11th, okay? And then you see it starts down with closing on the low of the day every day. Now, if that starts to happen, that tells you, yep, it's following what could be happening. This was a 30% drop, folks. And that was just the beginning, because it originally went from 383 down to 42 in 1932. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but try to protect your backside if it does, because you know, these markets do repeat, and it's been 92 years. So, and isn't that amazing? It's 92 years. And one before that was 92 years. From 1837, when Andrew Jackson was president, and he abolished the Fed, and that caused the crash that led to the big bull market into 1929. Both of them were 92 years. This data was given to us by Peter Eliades, and Peter is doing extremely well, folks. He's had the big CA, and it looks like he's got it under control. So let's move this out of the way. I don't think I'm going to cover any of these. Oh, I should cover this one just for kicks and giggles. This is the Broadly model, the 21st. Now, this is the 24th. It can be off for 3, 4, 5 days, but that means we're going to come down hard into May, folks. If that's the case, it's going to come down hard into this next lay, which is May the 15th. So maybe yes, maybe no. It's just a probability, and that's all we're looking at here is probabilities. Now, I wanted to focus on a couple of things I've been talking about for quite a while, and that's that gold market. You notice here we had that big move in gold, and you can see open interest has been dropping, volume has been dropping. This was the volume when we made the high the other day in reverse. This was the second day. There was the high. There's the second day of it. Now we're starting to give it back. If we look at the silver market has just been decimated. If you look at the charts that what I sent out in the newsletter this week, you see it could barely make a 61% retracement on the long-term weekly. And so those are telling you telltale signs. But there's a couple other things that I'd like to cover here that maybe you're not aware of. Let's get this up here and take a look at it. But look at the German DAX here, folks. Look at this. This is it's already down here, folks. The German DAX is trading down in here. It's been down hard for 2 days, okay? Now, the next one we're going to take a look at is the FTSE. Same thing. The FTSE's had a head and shoulders pattern, perfectly symmetrical. Look at this. And then it's already down into here. And also, if we take a look at the Hang Seng on the weekly, look, there's a Hang Seng on the weekly, okay? It's trading at 22 and change now. Let's look at it on the daily, and you'll see that there it is right there. It's already down into this area right here. So you got a beautiful 3 drive to a top pattern. You missed the 1.618 ABCD pattern by 20 points on an index that trades for 25,000. That's pretty close. But we can't call it a hit because it's not perfect. And you know what we're always looking for here, a winning trade. Who cares about perfection? Always focus on how much money you don't have at risk. That's the key. Another one that I've been watching real closely, well, I just watched this. I did my first Bitcoin trade here last night, folks. Had a 3 drive to a top pattern. The market came all the way down here, and then woo, we went all the way up here to 87. So when it moves, it really moves. But boy, does it trade tick for tick. If you want to put the number in there, just put it right there because it'll go right to it. It's got some, look at these. These are perfectly symmetrical ABCD moves, folks. And they follow the ratios really nicely too, right?
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs? Trade wars? Analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, we're looking at crude oil. I put this in the video that I sent out last night. It measured to 69.33 at the ABCD, and the high was 69.36. Right now it's working okay, so if you're in that, make sure you put your stop just at break even so you don't lose anything. And your first profit objective on this, because you're risking 50 pips, would be 50 pips, so you're right there right now. But you have to make that decision on whether you want to hold it or not. You know, these are all based on risk control, so that's pretty much it. Now remember, folks, the ABCD patterns only work perfectly like this about 50% of the time. The rest of the time, that CD leg is going to be the key to watch, and you have to watch how the market comes out of the C leg. The C leg is very, very important. But crude oil is probably one of the my favorite. If I have to pick, if God said, Larry, you only get to pick 2 things to trade, I would pick crude oil and gold. Those were the 2 I would pick. And those are really, they don't have to mess around with the Federal Reserve too much. But anyway, that's it. But it follows the numbers really nicely. You can see the ABCDs all the way through here. And, here's one where the acceleration starts at a point C, so you know that that's going to go a lot higher. It pulls back right here. I didn't even check this, but from the low here to this high, look at that. It goes right to the 382. Folks, this took a whole day, a little more than a day, to get to that level right here. Well, this is just not quite a day, because that's 24 hours in a day. Anyway, that stopped right here, and that led to your number right up in there. So doesn't always work, but nothing else does either. So that's the key to what we're watching on some of these things here coming in here this morning. Now I'm going to take a quick look here at the gold, because we've been watching this for quite some time now. We're going to bring this up here on the long-term 240. There was where we were. I think we better do that one on the weekly, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the weekly we were watching. There was our number up here, 30.59. We've hit that. Now we're trading at 30.13. That's down $53 from the high. We've talked about that several times. That was nothing more than taking this part of the chart, blowing it up, and taking this range right here, multiplying it times 1.27, 1.618, and here's where you are right now. Okay, folks, so we'll be watching. Once we go below 3,000, I think it'll be very interesting because open interest has been dropping and volume has been dropping. There's just not a lot of players. And if some of them try to get out, it's going to be interesting. Remember, the last time we had a big move like this, you remember this 2804? We talked about that. It was the same. Let's just do that right now just to show you because it's the same thing. We took this range right here, as I recall, and we put that range in from there to there to there. And that took us to right there. Where did it go here? There's where we went. It got to 801. See where it says 2805? That's where we were looking for that. That's where we got that total range right there. And it broke, folks, $250. Well, $250 down from where we are right now would take us all the way down here to 2760. This only took 1, 2, 3 days. Now, I don't know if anything like that's going to happen again, but folks, when you've got something like this that's way up in the air like this, anything can happen. Remember in 2011 in Hong Kong, this day right here was this was actually one day, but the whole range was in that first day off the high from 1829, we dropped to 1506. We dropped $450 in just a day or so. And this one here, a couple hundred. But this one here, if it happens, oh dear, that could be a really, really nasty one. But I don't know, and no one else does either. Let's just try that. Just move that over there, just and see in case that were to happen. We'll move this over like this and see if it followed with what the If it followed what the Hong Kong market did in 2011, we're going to drop 2140. We're going to drop to $1,000. Wow, $1,000 an ounce. Boy, that seems hard to believe, doesn't it? Scares me, and I'm fearless. All right, let's move on here, and we've got to talk a little bit about natural gas because I have as much of that as just about anybody. This is a great thing to trade, folks. This is a beautiful setup here I wanted to show you here for today. This is one of the things that I do when I keep my mind active to keep it away from the bad guys. In other words, the people in the NASDAQ pit and place like that. There was your 382 here this morning. You see it went down, dropped all the way down, all the way back. It's $1,000 down, $1,000 up, and here's where we are right now, folks. So it's a really good one to trade. The fills are incredible. I mean, they really are incredible. They hardly ever, well, once in a while they take a little slippage, but it's really good. And the best part, folks, it's only got $2,900 margin, and it swings $1,000. Like, look at this one here. This move here from there to there, that was $4,000 in one day. Hello, operator. See, you always want to sell here and buy there in quantity, all right? And they had some big moves along here, so that's what we're paying attention to as we look at some of these things here unfolding here today. All right, let's get this out of the way here and talk a little bit about the bonds because they, for some reason, they didn't trade overnight, and I've got so many things going on. I don't even know why it missed this data. I didn't even bother to check because I have no interest in it. All I wanted to bring to your attention is this is a flat out bearish chart, folks. I don't know where they're going to go, but boy, this doesn't have many friends. This is the June. Hold on a second. This is the new contract. Let me refresh this for a second. You can see I haven't traded these things for quite a while. Now, let me refresh the whole thing. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, now there's the move up. There was the little rally. There was Fed talk. Okay, now look, we're coming down. Now, the last big correction we had, you'll see we've already almost made that. So that's one you want to watch. That's going to take you down to right about here, 1520. So all we do is we'll come back. There's your ABCD there. That's completed pretty much spot on. So 1520 is what it's going to be looking at. So if we take the high and the low, there's your low, there's your high. And where does 1520 come in? Well, it's going to be right about here. It looks like it's going to go to the 50% level. That would make this the old, you know what, folks, the old AB equals CD and B right there. There's your 1506, 1520. There's your 382's already hit it once, so there might be a double bottom in here, but chance favors the prepared mind, and I think we're probably going to get down into this level, which would equal the last correction, okay? Another reason, because markets repeat over and over again, and that's what we're looking at as we watch this repetition unfold every day. I think we've got a few times to pay a bill here, or what the store, 31, oh, there's the bill coming up. 877-927-6648.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstad's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at Tfnn.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit Tfnn.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, two announcements. One is Norm Winsky is going to be on tomorrow. He's got some really special cycle stuff, so try to join us there, because we've got a solar eclipse coming in here on the 28th, which is Friday, which is also my live trading day. And oh my goodness, I couldn't ask for a better time to be in there, because we're looking at some real serious stuff, and hopefully you can join us. Anyway, this is one of the best things to trade in all of trading, folks. I recommend anybody who wants to start out trading, start with the euro, and pick anything you want. I'm what do you call it? I like the ABCDs best, okay? And all I'm going to do here is just show you, this is the last 10 days, because we're forming a really nice 3 drive to a bottom pattern here, folks. And there's one right here. Now here's the 3 bottoms. You can see the rule is on the 3 drives to a top and 3 drives to a bottom. If you have to guess whether it's 3 drives or a top, it's not. It's got to be symmetry. You see the symmetry from this high to this low, and this high to this low. That's symmetry coming in. So all I'm going to do now is blow this up. We're going to try to pick a spot to find where we should be looking to buy the euro. Okay, now we're in an uptrend, but this is just a nice 10-day correction. You'll notice here we have this move right here down in this. So I'm just going to use the tool here and draw it in that Ensign made for me. Get it in there. There's drive 1, there's drive 2. Now we're coming into drive 3, okay? Now you notice this one was 1.414. This one is almost at the same thing, okay? So what we're looking at here is a potential bottom right in this level. So we're looking at 107.81. So what we're going to do now is to take this and put it on a daily chart and see if anything pops up. Well, as you can see, we're going to have to do a little bit of homework here, but we're down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a really strong bull market. So what should we look for? Everybody raise their hand and hold up the placard of 0.382, and that's where I'd be watching it. And looks like we're going to go a little bit lower down here, folks, to 107.27. Now let me make a comment here. This is the daily. We go back to the 60-minute. Let me tell you, folks, this would be a failure of a monster proportions here, okay? Because this should stop right here if it's a 3 drive. It might go up and then go down a little bit more, because we're looking at that 382 is way down here. Folks, that's almost $1,000. That's not what you want. If you're going to think this is the 3 drive, you got to buy it here with your stop right below here. It should match what it did before. This is 0.414, this is 127, so your stop would be right in here somewhere, okay? This came down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. This came down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So coming in some real strong support. Whether it gets there or not, I don't know, but what we should do is look at this on a 4-hour just to see if there's a couple of nice ABCDs, like, oh, there might be one right in here. Well, that's a big one. Yeah, there's the 382. My golly, I already did that work. Shut the front door. Yeah, there's where we are now with the 3 drives right here, okay? And there's the number, the 382, that I think we're going to. And you have further verification of that. If you just move this out of the way, you had another 382 coming in. This is where we're going. You can see there's your AB leg, there's your CD leg, and we're going to get down into this level. Mathematics precedes geometry, folks. This red line's geometry, this green line is mathematics. That's Albert Einstein. So that's what we're watching to see what happens. We'll draw that 3 drive in again, but I don't think it's going to hold very long. But they fool me all the time, folks. There's the 3 drive pattern. I think it's going to fail, and we'll get down into this area right here. And as you can see, it's extended down 107.3. That distance is only about 40 pips, so that's not too bad. It should stop right here, 107.30. That is $600 from where we are right now. But this is a nice correction. You can see, look, this is 5 days from 95. Oh, more than 6 days. And there we are, 6-day correction right in here. So we're about ready to get a little bit more of a bounce here in the euro, just looking at it from a perspective of this. Now let's take a quick look at the British pound. I will cover a couple stocks here, folks, because they're rocking and rolling just like always. So let's get up the British pound here and see how it's doing. It had a lot of resistance there at 130. And as you can see, it came off of there pretty quick. And we'll get this up here to take a quick look at it here. There's where we are. Now let's move over to a 4-hour. Let's do an hourly because it doesn't jump around that much. Yeah, here's where we are. Okay, this is the hourly chart here. We're going to draw this in here. There was our high up there at 130 just the other day, just 2 days ago. And the rally back this morning looks like it went right up to the old 786, pretty much, 618. And now it's coming down. That tells us, folks, that it looks like we've got an ABCD coming here in the British pound from this level right here to this level right there, and there's where you'd come in there at 128.70, down about 60 pips from where we are right now. So watch for a little 382 rally in here, and you might be able to pick something off. That's what I would do. Let's just look at that for kicks and giggles. We'll put that in there here. 382 would come from this high down to this low. Oh, it already hit it once. Okay, see, it already hit the 382 once, so it's heading down. Alrighty, now let's move on and talk about Apple. Everybody's asked, not everybody, but a few people are asking about Apple. Mr. Appel, who's down by the well. Let's just meet Mr. Rabbit, who's here with his hat. Okay, where is it? There it is. Well, I thought it was there. There's Apple. We get it up here. It's probably up today. It is, but it's near the, wow. It's actually reversed a little bit. It was, well, it has to be up. It's just in the lower part of the range. See, it's still up on the day, but in the lower part of the range. Let's see if it made a 382 off of the previous high. See if there it was right there. There's your 382. So this is still, heading down, it looks like to me. Folks, I have not seen the stock market this buried. I know it's big time up today, but oh, brother, don't bank on anything like that, because if it changes, ooh, I mean, it's just got so much bearishness when you look all across the different markets. Let me explain a little statistic for you that Jeff Hughes gave to us the other day. If you took the 7 mega stocks, they add up to $16 trillion. Folks, those 7 mega stocks are more than the entire stock market of all the major markets of the world. All of them, US, Japan, Canada, Bangladesh, wherever they are. They're all, those 7 stocks control everything. That would literally scare the bejeebies off me if I were trading them, and I don't. So I'm scared about the other stuff. Well, hey, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. 877-927-6648.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at tfnn.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit tfnn.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look here at Tesla. You'll notice that the 50% didn't stop it right here. The 61 did for just a really short period. We had a little bit of a bounce. That was a small ABCD. It had a one-day rally. Now, this is a 786 off of the low way back in April, and we had a 10-day rally. We're coming up to this level right here. So the first thing I would do looking at this would be to see what the 382 would be off of this last high, because that last high took 5 days. Went right to the 382. Folks, this is what we're looking at in the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow, all those stocks. This is exactly what we're looking at right there. The 382 rally, either 5, 8, or 9 days, and that's not good. Well, it could be. Anyway, this is high down to your low, and the 382 comes in right at the high today, where we have this big gap in here, but that's what it's looking at right now. Okay, now give me a second here, and I want to cover NVIDIA. It's one of the part of the 7 mega stocks that make up $16 trillion. You can eat out a couple nights a week on that kind of money. NVIDIA starts with an N, doesn't it? There it is, right there. And we'll bring it up and take a quick look at it. Here's NVIDIA's up today right now. Now, you'll see that NVIDIA actually followed the numbers extremely well. You see the ABCD pattern in this? There's an ABCD right there, and then there's another ABCD right here. And now we're having a really good rally back. There's the high. There's the 382 once. Here comes the 382 twice. So it's not setting everything's on fire, but it's doing pretty good. The thing that is interesting, you see, you had that huge gap up like this, and then it pulled back, looks like about 50%. We'll move that over a little bit here so we can see it. Yeah, it's certainly because it gapped down and then held right at the end of the gap and probably spot on at the, is it right at the 382? So that's what we're looking at. This is where we are right now in NVIDIA. And if it gets above here, that would be good. I mean, it would be moving up into this level right here. But anything rolling over in here, folks, anything rolling over in here is not a good sign. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, everything is based on my opinion and my opinion only. I've been asked to take a look at the Russell one more time because the Russell has been incredibly weak. We've been rallying now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. There was your 382 retracement today off of the high right back here. And what's scary about this, folks, if you look at this on a long-term weekly, let's do monthly because you'll be really surprised. Look at this thing where it could go to. I mean, this is a big double top. Just if it corrects this much, it could come down to this level right here, 1700. So amazing how quickly it went up. And didn't go down. So now it's starting to back off a little bit. Not much, but it's still hanging in there right now. It's hanging right at the 382 as we speak here right now. All right, now we've got NVIDIA done, and now we have Tesla done. And someone's asked about JP Morgan, and we'll get old JP up because it was rocking and rolling this morning, I saw. Hold on just a minute here. HIJKJP, there it is right here. Try not to miss Norm Winsky tomorrow, folks, if you're interested in cycles, because he's done a great job. And he's got some real heavy stuff. In fact, he said, you got to have me on. I said, well, you're on. So he's been pretty good on some of these things. There's our high. We had a big gap here in JP Morgan. That's one of the reasons why the Dow is up 9,000%. Oh, it even gapped above it's trading almost at the 382 right now, but it gapped above it. Closed at 42 and opened at 44. That's a pretty big jump for a $246 stock. So that's another big one. And one other stock, and then we'll move on to some other commodities that we want to talk about, and that is Softy. Wow, they've been beating this stock up pretty badly lately. It's up on the day, but it's near the lows of the day already. Well, in the mid-range. Let's see if the last rally was exactly 382 today. It's trading at the 382 right now. So this is wow, you talk about a dead cat bounce, folks. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, wow, this is really bearish, folks. I mean, hello, operator. I mean, this is really bearish. My opinion, of course. I stand corrected on everything. Like I always say, I'm often wrong, but never in doubt. Okay, we'll get rid of Microsoft. We get a roll JP in here, right here, and let's move over. And then the final one of the group here is Goldman Sachs, and we'll just get that under the G's. There's Goldman Sachs. It should be up big because it's a big component of the Dow. There it is right there. And another big gap up, and very interesting. Let's see how many days we're up now as far as a rally. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days up. That usually puts it right in the ballpark. Let's see, we're a little above the 382. I can see that just by eyeballing it. Whoa, say again, Larry. It's trading right there at the 382 with a big gap in here. So that's completed that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days up. Whew. Boy, this thing's scary, folks. I mean, it is flat scary. Scary is as scary does. All right, let's move on here and talk about live cattle. I have a question about somebody in live cattle, then we're going to cover Hong Kong right after that. Okay, live cattle is right here. We'll get April cattle up here. And folks, this was a big deal because this was the first time we went above $2 for cattle. There's the second time right here. Now you see they had the big pullback right in there, right to there, that level. Now, there was an ABCD here. There was your low right back here in November. All right, so let's just draw that one in. I didn't see this till just now. Or yesterday. I've just been a little bit consumed with this other stuff. And there it is, right. Wow, maybe this stuff does work. Well, it's down 6 cents already. Let's look at it intraday. Wow, I missed that one. Shut the front door. Oops, there it is. There it is. There it is, Friday. You can see this is what I think we're seeing in stocks right now, right there, that little pattern right there, that little ABCD right at the old 382. We'll just draw that in to show you how it looks, okay? And there it is. And boom, bang, bang. Then we have a big move down, and this rally back goes. Something must have been a report of some kind because this went way up and then way down, and then it's moving down. Let's see what the first spot for major resistance is. Hey, that's my main man, Mr. Jameson. I don't get to talk to him much anymore because I've just been too busy, but I'll do that right after the show here. Let's get this up here and move this out of the way. Let's move to 13 minutes and see where we'd be looking at for. Yeah, see, there's your ABCDs for me right now, and this is the big one right here. Okay, we are up 2 standard deviations on the old NASDAQ today, so that's a sign that it might have a little trouble. Anyway, 204 is the number. We're 205.5, so, or almost 206, so we got a little bit more to go here to the downside in the live cattle. Now let's take a quick look here, since John was talking to us about the NASDAQ.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of Tfnn.com. Tfnn, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at Tfnn.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit Tfnn.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look here at the NASDAQ. John Jameson just told us that we are now 2 standard deviations above the mean. That's a very powerful sell signal, and when you match it up with the 382 here, I would not be a buyer at this level, but others, if it goes higher, you'll certainly be rewarded, but if it doesn't, you got to be careful. See, we're up 500 more than, well, yeah, we're up 500 and some points here in the NASDAQ. We're up 500 in the Dow, so rocking and rolling here with 2 hours to go, so nothing looks bearish about that. Okay, and also John pointed out that it's an A, B, C, D in here. I don't see that one, so he'll have to show me that one a little later. Let me look at this on the 4 hour because he's good at this, and I want to double check here. Ah, that's what he's looking at. I see. There it is, right there. That's what he's looking at. This one right there. There. Oh, there it is, right there. There's your number. Wow, that's spot on. Son of a gun. That is an ABCD. Son of a gun, it sure is. Going to be interesting, as they say in the trade. Here's the one that interests me, folks. I'm going to go on record as saying we're going to see a drop in gold. That's going to scare the bejeebies out of the longs, and it ain't happened yet, and it might never. But today, if you use the old rule that we usually like, is this one here. There was your 382 on the daily range right there, 20, it's down 14. Look at this beautiful 3 drive to a top pattern. Folks, it was just as lovely. There's A, B, let's just draw it in. Come on, we've only got a little bit of time left. Let's give the old ABCD people a little bit of fun here. There's your ABCD right there, and then you got another one right behind it, right there. And there it is, right there. And then bang, 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 bing, bang, boom. Okay, that's what's going to be happening here. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. Norm Winsky tomorrow. I'll try not to miss it. We got a solar eclipse coming up on the 28th. That's my live trading day. That's going to be fun trading, folks. Anyway, we'll see you then, and try to do something nice for your friends and neighbors, and we'll catch you on the flip side tomorrow.